yesterday's video, I shared how I had like a big revelation about what my work looks like right now, right? I learned so much about my process literally by stepping outside of my work, right? And just looking at it from the point of view of someone who is receiving my work, not just like, because I think because we spend so much time with our practices and because we pour our all into everything that we do, you're too deep to see the bigger picture. You're in too deep to see how people will receive it. You're in too deep to see kind of like the real impact of your work. You're in too deep to see the flow of your work, to see what stands out to people, which is why I always make it a point to check in with my friends and just being like, what do you get from what I'm creating? What are you getting? Sorry, I'm gonna close my eyes for like a little bit because I have a headache it's right here, girl. But I'm gonna try to go to bed very soon. But I really wanted to get this out today. But we're invested in the things that we do. You love your work. You pour all of your energy, all of your effort. But sometimes we're in too deep, we're in too close to really see the impact of our work, to see our magic. Like, what makes you stand out? What is your thing? Is there a flow to the things that you do? Maybe you don't know, because again, you just had your head down. You've been grinding. You've been grinding because you're trying to eat. You've been grinding because you got bills to pay. You've been grinding because you have to find a way to fund your projects. But you don't see that like there's a real magic and there's a real brilliance to the things that you do. And for me, I really realized that like I'm accidentally brilliant, because although I always have a million things in my mind at the same time, I have accidentally created a workflow where I have dedicated time to pour into my practice and dedicated time to create experiences for other people. And it literally, as I'm saying this, I'm realizing I really don't play about either of those processes. When I am making art, do not interrupt me. Do not get in my face. I'm in my zone. I am making art. When I am hosting experiences, I am in my event coordinator bag, right? Do not let me cook, and I pour my all into it. I finish those events, I'm exhausted because I give my all. Every detail is accounted for. The hospitality, the impact, the lessons. I want people to leave with things. I don't want people to just leave, oh my gosh, I was so inspired. That was so great. I want people to leave like, I have to take action right now. And that's how I'm realizing that I want to set myself apart. I don't want to be, I'm learning this in leadership class. I don't want to be a motivational, what does he say? John Maxwell says, I don't want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be a motivational teacher. When you sit at a conference, in a class, a YouTube video, whatever, you listen to a motivational speaker, you get something that makes you feel good about yourself. Like, oh shoot, like, yeah, this is dope. This is great. What a great way to look at life. Oh, his little nuggets of wisdom. Wow, so wonderful, so great. I love it so much. A motivational teacher will have you, what can I do right now? How can I start right now? And I've noticed that, I noticed the difference. You do not know what kind of person you're encountering going in. You only know maybe a couple months out. I've had so many people, oh my gosh, podcasts. If I'm listening to Trevor Noah's podcast, if I'm listening to a business podcast, a creative podcast, if I'm listening to self-help, I don't listen to self-help, but business audio, creativity book. Oh, this is great. This is wonderful. They're an amazing speaker. They said something that motivated me. I felt seen, and then the season of my life that I'm navigating, wow, they're really a great speaker. But the person that made me pause the book as I'm reading and pull out a notebook and just start jotting down ideas, the person that made me stop, let me stop what I'm doing. Let me create that spreadsheet right now. Let me stop what I'm doing. Let me actually take action. Wait, am I my own motivational teacher? Because yesterday I'm in the car. I was like, you know what I need to do? I need to have a way to see everything that I do in one place. I meticulously use my Google Calendar, but you don't have like a year view. You know how with Google Calendar you can see your week, you can see your month, but you don't have like a year view. I need a 5-year view. When did this all start? Really, like the wheels started turning? 2024. It's 2026. What did I do all 2024? What did I do all 2025? What am I doing all 2026? I told y'all in that video, 2026 is fully planned out for me. If I don't do nothing else, if I don't apply for anything else, I am bound to have an amazing year ahead of me just by showing up, just by giving everything that I do my all, just by being devoted, being dedicated, and stewarding my creativity, my creative practice, and the things that God has put in my hands, right? But I also want to see a couple years out, 2026, 2027, what's going on, 2028, what's in the pipeline, what would I like, what are some things that I desire? And I said that, and I took action right away. The way I went and I created, so funny enough, use what you got, at the museum, because we plan, exhibitions are planned out like years in advance. Like before an exhibition comes on view, it's been in the background for 4 or 5 years, literally. And so there's like a doc that we use, and it's like a perfect template. And I took that template and I duplicated it, and I just put my stuff in. I'm like, in 2024, I did this, and that. I got this, and that. 2025, I did this. And then I'm seeing the patterns. There was a season where I made art. I got a grant. I created experiences. I used the inspiration from those experiences. I made more art. I got a grant and I created an experience to show that art. Accidentally brilliant. Accidentally brilliant. I don't have to force myself to take action because I'm giving myself something practical to start with. Hey, just make a simple thing, whatever works for you. Like, I literally wish I could have used my Google Calendar year view, which I know it's impossible, right? But if I don't know, an app or something, or whatever you're able to use, a piece of paper or whatever to draw a timeline. But like, that didn't take much from me, and it made my life easier. Do you see the point of like motivational teacher versus motivational speaker? Like, oh yeah, I should really like do this. That would be great. Wonderful. I have notes that I've taken in my Apple Notes. I couldn't tell you where they at. In my notebooks, I love a journal. I have like 15 journals everywhere. When I take action right away, that's how you know whatever that thing was, it left a mark on me. It left a mark on me. Yeah. And so that's what is top of mind for me right now. Just kind of like, how can I embrace this season that I'm in? Now that I have this clarity, now that it has been clear, that I am in a season of creating experiences. I'm in a season of creating experiences. How does it look on social? How does it look in the way that I share my work? How does it look like? What is a formula, right? And so I'm currently in the process of, again, finding like these little tools for myself. Like, the first part was just like brainstorming. Now the second part is like tools to put in place for myself. I'm starting to think about it. So for the photo project, what tools will help my life? I'm thinking about going back to Notion. I haven't used Notion since I did my artist incubator workshop series. Notion is a good place for event planning and event production. I tried so hard for so many years to get on the Notion bandwagon. I don't know. It just didn't click for me. It didn't click for me. When it came to event production, it was very, very helpful. So I'm thinking maybe I go back to Notion. I'm a Google product girl. I love the Google Calendar. It's my right hand. It literally runs my life. It tells me what to do every second, every minute of every day. Google Docs, Google Sheets. Because at first I was like, should I just start a sheet and just like make my own makeshift timeline? But I don't do spreadsheets. So if I make something that's too complicated, that is not entry level enough for me to like easily adapt to it and start using it on a rolling basis, I'm never going to use it if it's too complicated. So I'm thinking, like, what are some systems that I need to have in place? I love like I said, that doc that I duplicated from work that shows my years. Maybe I will show it to y'all at some point, but just so you can kind of see a cadence. It's kind of crazy. Like Q1 of 2020, Q1 and Q2, I'm planning. Q3, I'm showing the work out in the community. Q4, doing a residency. Q1 of next year. Like, it's literally, it's nice to see 2024, 25, 26, 27, 28. What is that? 4 years of my life? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It feels like 5. Why is my brain saying 5? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 4 years? 5 years? And just say crazy things. Write crazy things on there. It doesn't have to be set. Obviously, like when things start to happen, I got a grant here. I booked something there. I booked this project here. I booked an article there. But like, it's okay to just be like, in 2028, I think by then, I would love to see da-da. This is my first time actually thinking like year out. Because it's usually like, child, 1 foot in front of the other, okay? 1 foot in front of the other, don't ask for nothing, ain't gonna be nothing. But for the first time, I'm feeling inspired to be like, what is 2027 getting? What would you like in 2028? You know? Especially like when you apply for things, when you apply for a grant or residency, it'll be like, we have dates in this year and that year. So there's a residency that I'm applying for. They have dates for the end of 2026 and they have the dates for half of next year. So I can kind of like, even now, I can kind of like use that to be like, I don't think I want to do that residency. It would be dope to do that. I need to take a break after that. Lynn, take a break. Relax. Because even residency, it's calm about you creating a new body of work, so it still takes up your energy. And so I don't want to do those two things back to back. And so this is literally what I do within myself. I'm like, do I have the capacity for that? They have like what, fall 2026 dates, but they also have like dates up until the summer. So let me just do summer 2027, and then I'll put residency question mark in summer 2027 to kind of start to visualize it, to give the next year or two of my life some shape, you know? So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what tools do I need. Again, I don't want to use Notion. Whatever makes my life easy. With the photo project, it's gonna be a cumulative, community curated thing. What am I gonna use for that? For people to submit stuff? Am I gonna use like an official website? Am I gonna use like a Google form? When I did Frequencies Fenway for the artist Mariah, is it Mariah or Maria? Maria Finkelmeyer. She just had to upload our stuff to Google form. What's your name? What's your social media? So you can get a shout out and upload your piece of work here. That's kind of easy. It's all in a Google photo. I don't have to worry about it, but I don't have Google storage. That's the key. This helps a lot to talk about it out loud. Because if I do give people a Google Drive, like a Google form, where is that going to be stored? I don't have Google storage, and I literally got rid of my Google Suite, my business Google Suite last year. I probably had a lot of storage on there, but I never used it. I barely used the email, so I just got rid of it. And this might be one of the moments when I need it. Should I get it back? I got it through my Squarespace because my website is hosted on Squarespace. It's like $8 a month. It's nothing crazy. I'm just like, I'm not using it, so I might as well get rid of it. I'm not using it. You know what I mean? That money can go towards Canva Pro because I'm gonna need Canva. I'm gonna need Canva in my back pocket. Maybe CapCut Pro again. So again, literally trying to figure out, okay, we know what season we're navigating. This is my season of experience. I'm back in my experience bag. I'm in my event coordinator bag. That's going to take all of my energy. And so in terms of content creation, what does that look like? Light lift stuff. Don't give yourself too much stuff to do. Light pressure. If you pay attention to my socials, you're going to start to see a cadence of like, oh, okay, this is what she posts. I'm not going out of my way to do vlogs and edit stuff. Maybe like I will get closer when things start to make sense. and we start doing things in person. Because again, all of these, they start virtually. We meet virtually, strategizing. But like as we get closer to meeting in person, organizing, maybe like week before, when we're printing, when it starts to get crazy, then I'll vlog it. So I'm just removing the pressure for that for now. Remove it, set it aside, delegate it, say no to that. No, not right now. But I lost my train of thought. Trying to figure out my tools, right? Trying to figure out what is the lightest lift I could do. Event coordinator Lynn, she is a Eventzilla. Eventzilla. She scrutinizes every detail. She really wants to be mindful of, creating amazing cultural experiences for people. And so I want to give that my all. Tools. What do I need in the season? What subscriptions do I need to re-up on that will help my life? What does content strategy look like for me right now? Oh, that's what I was going to say. My content strategy right now, light lift. Light lift. You might start to see a pattern of posting like a photo dump of traces of a year, my 365-day photo project. I'll do a monthly recap and then like an extra one or something. I'll do a fun dump, like something funny, cute vibes, and then like an educational one, or like if I attend an event, if I want to spotlight something, I do a program and I want to shout out something. So it'll be like 4 posts, 3 to 4 posts a month. Just like things like that, like figuring out what season am I navigating right now? What tools do I need to help me? Who do I need to support me? Right? Putting together a team of like, hey, this is what we have ahead of us. What are y'all thinking? What is the move? And then any type of output outside of this main role, how can I make my life as easy as possible? To make sure that I leave room for rest. I make room for rest, not leave room. Intentionally make room for rest as I'm carrying all of these things and all these responsibilities. I was going to say something earlier, child, but I think I lost my train of thought. So I think we're going to park it here. Be gracious to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Whatever it is that you're building, you don't have to do it in one day. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. Even on your day off, you're still devoted to the thing. Even when you're resting, that's you pouring into the thing, that's you pouring into yourself so that you can bring your best self to the thing. And so I'm just learning to extend myself grace, and I'm learning to ask for help in all the different ways. What tools do I need to help me? Again, what people do I need to surround myself with to help me carry this vision? And then what does self-care look like? How am I taking care of myself to make sure that like I'm really preserving my energy as I'm poor? Okay? So this is my head to blah, 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 blah. That's what's on my mind right now. And it's so funny. Speaking of preserving your energy, I'm like, I have a headache and this whole half of my face is about to shut down, but I could do 1 hour of work a little bit. I won't. I'm going to go to bed, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. All right? Good night.